First general manager of GAM Petroleum, yes. Right from the beginning up to this point now. And now I can say, happily say, thanks to His Excellency the President, President Jammeh, we are supplying the country at full force. There has never been a shortage of fuel, now I believe in 2 years, and we're moving forward with this. Continuous training.
How big is this industry? It seems to be growing very, very
yeah, it's growing. The thing is, Gambia is actually, as far as the location, worldwide actually, we could pose to be a international commodity here, import-export of fuels right here in the Gambia. Hopefully, we can supply the European market.
It's strategic.
Yes, very strategic here in the Gambia. It's the location.
Very strategic.
Very, and this is a good thing for the country. Very, very good thing. And I'm just the lucky one to come here and help be part of history in the Gambia.
But if it has to play any role of that nature, the country itself probably is not yet producing oil, fuel, or anything of that sort.
As far as crude oil, currently, not that I'm aware of, no. Not that I'm aware of.
But if it's supposed to be a strategic location where you reach out to many other places around the world, then you're talking about significant volume of business.
Correct, correct.
You don't produce this kind of commodity here, then you're going to be importing more.
Exactly, exactly. Importing and exporting fuels. Yes. A major hub right here in the Africa. And right now, from doing research, from what I understand, GAM Petroleum, right here in the Gambia, is the largest and the best storage facility in Western Africa. And with my people, the Gambian people, that's not good enough. They're on the same page. They want to be the best throughout Africa. And that's what we're striving for.
But even achieving this status, the best in West Africa, probably wasn't easy.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
How difficult was it?
At first, it was difficult because you have the training process that we have to go through with all the employees. And at the time, I was the only one here. But I've identified a lot of Gambian people that have held onto my hand, and we move forward.
So they're starting pretty much, must have been very tough, because when the local expertise is in there.
No, it wasn't. I had a couple of people here that had the experience, and we worked from that. And we've progressed. And now, if you were to go to the facility, you would see, in the beginning, I had probably about 60 to 70% Gambian employees with 30 to 40% expats. Now, right now, to this day, we have probably 95 to 98% Gambian employees and 2 to 5% expats, including myself.
What's the explanation for that? It's a
lot of training, hands-on job, a lot of training, a lot of hours, repeatedly and repeatedly. And now the Gambian people have taken control. They come in to work. They go right where they need to go. They know their job. They know what they need to do. They know what to look for.
So essentially, you're preparing them eventually to take over.
Yes, yes, that's my job. I'll be here for a little while longer to do more intensive training, and eventually, yes, I will be gone, and the Gambian people will run the fuel facility.
If you look around, pumping outlets, pumping stations, fuel pumping outlets proliferating across the country at a rate unprecedented, it seems business is good.
It's picking up. We've been tracking this since we opened, I believe it was in April of 2009, and every year it keeps increasing and increasing. And so, and we foresee it increasing even more this next year. You know, it's like I said, the Gambia is an excellent hub for this, excellent hub, and it's something to be proud of. You know, It's something His Excellency the President Jammeh, initiated. This is his baby. He wanted this. This is part of his vision. And now I don't think it's a vision anymore. It's a reality. It's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Probably there's sometimes talk of Gambia, really some oil being discovered in this country. It's not exploited yet. Probably that will be the major turning point.
Yeah, that would be huge. That would be huge. I've heard this. I don't really know how true it is. I've heard it a lot, but it would be huge for the country.
Huge for the country.
Huge.
The petroleum industry is one industry that is really very volatile. The slightest problems around the world can send the price up there, or probably make the commodity even scarce.
Yes, and it does. If you track it, history shows that any major oil-producing country, whenever there's a problem, you'll see the barrel of crude, the price go up. With that, so does the fuels. And typically, the American and European markets pretty much dictate that because they're the biggest consumers of fuels. So, yeah, it has its ups and downs, and people will see that, and that's part of life. That's the way it is. Hopefully in the future it'll stabilize more. Who knows?
It can be said for the past 2 years there hasn't been any shortage of fuel supply to the market. But given the growth in terms of consumption, probably keeping up with the demand, isn't it?
Yeah,
could be difficult at some point.
It's a little difficult, but like I said, we track everything. We know pretty much what we need as we go. And we have the past couple of years to dictate ahead so we can project out, so we know. We pretty much know the consumption starting from 2009, unless something changes, which it probably will. I see the increase of fuel. I see the increase as far as fuel consumption happening. Or, like I said, exporting from the country.
What are some of the issues around here? This is a liberal economy, so to speak. You can engage in any kind of business in as much as you have the resources, the capital, and then the legal and whatever. I'll ask you, whether you're the only one in this kind of business doing it on behalf of the government of the Gambia, or people can import directly from wherever they want? Are you the sole suppliers?
Currently, yeah. We are the sole supplier at the time, or at this moment. It's hard, we have the large sums of fuels that we bring in and we supply into the rest of the country.
Probably some other kind of competitor may emerge?
It's possible. Anything can happen.
Would you welcome that?
I welcome anything that's good for this country.
For this country.
Anything that's good for this country. Like I said, I'm from the United States. And I've been here now for 3 years. I've met a lot of good people, and I love this country. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make sure this country moves forward. And that's what I'm here for. And if His Excellency the President needs me, I'm there. No questions asked.
Okay, Mike. Looking at the industry, as you said, anything that is good for this country, you welcome it. You think too much competition, even for a small economy?
Well, I kind of look at it like this. Too much competition actually is helpful.